I don't get paid
for
for any of
next
this.
30 minutes, we're going to show you all the places where Ben is going slow. It'll be a continuous 30-minute session of where Ben goes slow.
Right here, right there, right there, over there. So what we got to do now?
Being as they're fast frames, it should be better.
Should be. Got to get these off, front and rear. Send them over to Tech Guy so we can get the right tires on these bitches.
I'm thinking about it. What do you think, Dunham? You think I can bolt myself down the B group and get away with it?
Okay, so after like 4 hours trying to figure out this bike and the tires, we're gonna run race slicks and do tire warmers in the morning before the first session, and then it's gonna be hot enough it's not gonna matter in the afternoon. Tire guy's not here, so we can't get the tires changed, so I'm gonna use a semi-used pair of race slicks on the R6. It's dark out. Try and get some good footage real quick, and then tomorrow morning take you guys to tech inspection.
Are the lights gonna fucking go out before this stops? I remember that thought going through my head, and I stopped, and I grabbed my head because it was still fucking spinning. Yeah, and I looked at my arms, I looked at my legs, and I'm like, ah, fuck! And I tried to sit up, and I
Sits a little better.
By the
I feel like this is not something we need to be talking about right now, because I've never done this before, so thank you.
Yeah, don't crash at 150 miles an hour.
154.
If I do, I'm not going to plan on walking away, so. How you feel?
Nervous. Shaky. Excited. Good times.
It's going to be great. I might throw up.
I recognize that motorcycle.
Yeah.
Is he on his way up here too?
Yep.
Yeah, he told me he had sold his bike to somebody and brought him out for the first track day, so probably won't be your last.
I don't think it will be. So as I had mentioned before, there's a whole lot of first times happening right now. There's our very first time on any kind of a track, our very first time on this bike, our very first time on any kind of sport bike, and our first time using GP shift. There's a lot of first time nerves happening right now. So what we're doing, it's called a sight lap, to where fortunately for us, the CR is our buddy Tex. He decided he was going to take us around the track, and normally what we would do is first 2 laps is a sight lap for our group in the morning. In the first session, you just kind of go out and you get a feel for the track and figure out where the brake markers are at, figure out where your tipping points are supposed to be. But what Tex is doing is actually taking us through the race line and what we should follow throughout our track day weekend. point out, doesn't seem like a big deal, but it was a huge thing for me. Was the CRs were essentially showing us our waistlines, our body positioning, and all that stuff, and they had hand signals and everything, and they worked extremely close with the guys that needed a lot of help, especially me, 'cause it's our first time out here, and we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. So these guys, they're literally, you can see Tex right now, he's paying more attention to what I'm doing and what people behind us are doing than what he's actually doing. And for that kind of control and that kind of confidence and talent, I mean, it's ridiculous. And these guys, the CRs out here at Pre, helped us out a tremendous amount between Saturday and Sunday, and I couldn't be more excited and thankful for them, because if it wasn't for those guys and the control riders and coaches and people helping you out, giving you really good constructive criticism, you really won't progress, as effectively as you should, I feel. So majority of our Saturday looked just like this. There's a lot of learning, a whole lot of trying to get comfortable, leaning and moving, and body positioning, and just a lot of things that we had to try and get used to on this bike and on this track. And being our first time, it was exciting, but I really was just pretty nervous. Skip ahead a little bit. I'm not going to bore you guys to death with all the slow riding, even though everything we're doing is slow. This is later on Saturday afternoon, right before the rain hit, actually, and we were kind of getting a little more comfortable on the bike, getting a little more progression made, paying a lot more attention to the brake markers. say what's a little more nerve-wracking for us, especially, is when the CR waves you by, you pass him, and then he's right behind you. Like, I know he's there just to help and assist and give us really good pointers to help us improve, but at the same time, like, I get more nervous when the CR is behind me and he's kind of like judging everything we're doing, especially when I'm coming up to these other riders that I really want to get around, and I don't want to make a mistake, basically. Like, we just want everybody to have a good time and go home in the same way they came out. But at the same time, it's just one of those things that was another first time, you know, for us. It's the comfort of passing people, where to pass them, how to pass them, and all that stuff with all the other CRs out there, and really not messing up too much. Huge shout out to Street Bike Josh for helping as much as he did this weekend. Every time I came in, he was there, and he helped get the bike on stands, and he was telling us what he could see that we needed to work on and what we needed to improve on, and what we actually improved on, and like positives and negatives. And the one thing that is forever going to stick with us, especially, is he said either you're on the gas or you're on the brakes. There's some maintenance throttle in a couple of these double apex corners and all that stuff, like what we just passed through, but overall in general, that helped me out a tremendous amount, because I was kind of feathery, a little finicky, you know, with the throttle and everything. So I just took that into play, like, all right, either I'm on the gas or I'm on the brakes. Sounds kind of reckless, but really worked. rain slicks. It's raining, like out of nowhere. One guy already went down, I think it was turn 2 or 3, because there was a really wet spot back there. There's another red flag, I think, down there. I don't think you can see it. See it right there. Probably because of the rain. They're gonna bring everybody in right when we were going out. It started raining. So maybe, I don't know what's gonna happen. We only have 3 more sessions, including this one, so 2 more sessions if we don't make this one. See what happens. Stand by. The rain has cleared. What I want to show you guys now is I guess it's some kind of progression through body positioning. Now this is later on in Saturday, and our body positioning was getting more comfortable and better, but you're going to see us making mistakes all over the place. You're going to see us doing things right. You're going to see us doing things wrong. It's a lot to take in on your first day on the track, on a new bike and all that stuff. So we were trying to focus on our weakest points. At the same time, you want to progress. So I put unnecessary pressure on myself, honestly, when it comes to these things and it comes to these events, because I'm out there with a large group of people and everybody is advanced or better riders, and I'm the newbie, and I'm a little more harder on myself than I need to be, but I feel like with that extra little bit out of your comfort zone, it just makes you progress that much more. So you're going to see me bouncing all over the seat, you're going to see me making mistakes all over the place, and you're going to see me doing some stuff correctly. And that's just what it is. It's part of progression, that's part of being a beginner, and that's part of learning. Some other really great advice that Street Bike Josh brought to our attention was coming down these straights is I'm not sitting up the way I'm supposed to be, and this is on Saturday and early Sunday. When you sit up, you create that much more resistance, and kind of like a parachute from what he was saying. So you don't have to be on the brakes as hard, and you get up and you scoot your ass to the side, whichever side you need to be on, left or right. And trying to do that is a lot more difficult than actually saying it. So it took a few sessions to really have that drive home. But once we understood what he was talking about and actually felt the resistance from the wind and was able to not hammer on the brakes as much, it actually helped a tremendous amount.
adjusted the pressure. Looking pretty good now.
Cleaned up good.
Yeah. Looking real good now.
How'd it feel, man?
Pretty good.
Just said you're looking heaps better.
Good. My ass end came up right there. Going down the last straight.
Oh yeah, you're braking way deeper. You gotta move your ass, man. You got to move your ass.
Trying.
And then it's hard to see every corner, but last turn you gotta use the whole fucking track. You're like, you're not even halfway. You're like,
There's a couple times,
You know.
like the last two, I was trying to get around somebody, so I was kind of pushed more towards the inside. But
now every lap I saw the last 3 laps,
yeah, I'm kind of nervous.
you gotta let it drift out.
So, put the front stand on and get him to fucking show him where he needs his ass. I think you need to feel it, man.
Thanks, Josh. Love you.
So we have part 3 coming out in a week or so, and we have some pretty interesting things that happen on our Sunday track day. And again, I couldn't thank Pre enough and all their control riders and everybody, Street Bike Josh, everybody from Sicilian Race Team, for helping us out as much as they did. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Tinless Moto.